Right. Yes. We was attempting to get it done yesterday. Yesterday was a good day. So we got a lot more work to get it right. I would ask y'all who understood yesterday, but I'm not, because you probably didn't. It was simplified, but once you're learning something new, you need to hear it a few times, right? You need to hear it a few times. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. What's our agenda? Our agenda is to get massive attention. Well, our agenda is to use massive action to get massive attention, to get massive income. That's our agenda. As simple as that. Massive action to get massive attention, to get massive income. Most of you have that out of order. You're trying to get massive income first, or you try to get massive attention first, but you never put in the massive action. So we gotta do massive action, and we want to do it in a manner that doesn't, that allows us to work hard, but not hard enough to work ourselves out our money.
Watch it again.
Yeah, we want to work really hard, but not hard enough to where we work ourselves out our money. So what does that mean? If you're taking notes, I am systematically taking big thing, saying the same thing again, smaller, the same thing again, smaller. I'm literally doing that. So what does that mean? That means that we have to work really, really hard on a system that can work harder than we can ever work. While we're asleep, because that's the best time to ever get paid, is while you sleep. The best time to ever get paid. That's why you ain't doing nothing. I know I got some folk, all the folk, old and young, agree with that. Yes. Oh yeah. I like getting paid all the time. Just, that's what we want. That's the energy we want. That's the only type of energy Tempest want around her. They're getting paid for no reason at all. We want to work really, really, really well on something that allows that to happen. What are those steps? Grace, do you have all those notes from yesterday?
Yes, I do.
Can I get 2 of those 1 through 4s? I don't remember.
Okay.
Something would have said front end. I want that. And then where you're going, I want that. Put those in the chat real quick. And I'll go back and put those in YouTube. But what are the steps? I gave you the steps. Now I want to give you steps inside those steps. So if you're joining us, and we're talking about, we got a lot more work to do to get to a lot more money. But we don't want to work so hard if you were in, let's study a book, so we're working ourselves out of money. Our subconscious mind has received the order, but we still owe it to this universe to put action to the system. We are not allowed to look at the ground and say, give me fruit, if you have not first worked hard and put fruit seeds in the ground. Let that be a lesson to some of you folk. Some of you done past 40 and still not givers. You cannot get from this universe until you give to it. Before your mama ever gave birth, before she ever got you, she gave blood. Okay, all right. Let not science fool you. You understand? All right, Grace has put so many notes in here. She put all the good ones, which is good. They should have went back and watched it. But that's all right then. No, you can't understand it, and it's good. So y'all got it. The Lord wanted y'all to have it. Front end. So what are we talking about? We're talking about, well, let me back all the way up. all the way from the beginning. What are we doing? We're doing massive action to get massive attention, to get massive income. And I said a few other things did you write that down? What I said?
Yes.
Okay. What I said next. Read on the mic.
You said, well, let me get back to my notes. Cancel. Hold on, I'm sorry. Meeting. Here we go. Massive action to get massive attention to get income. We have to work really hard on a system that can work harder than we could ever work.
Because we want to get paid while we sleep.
Oh, that is important.
Where does this effort goes to? It goes on the front end. It goes on monthly subscriptions. It goes on your value ladder, the rest of your company as you're walking people. And then it goes on your back end. And Grace put percentages out there as I gave it to you yesterday. What energy are we in about this? Well, we got to know where we're going. How can you walk people to a back end when you don't know what the back half of your company looks like? Or maybe you don't even have a back half of your company. That's your problem right there. Because if you don't have a back half of your company, no offense to you, but you stick yourself in the middle class, because the middle class focus on money on the front end. The wealthy make money on the back end. So if all you're doing is selling, let's take Sugar and Dolores, for example. If all you're doing is selling seasonings, you doom yourself to middle class. Now, you can just sell season, but if you get money to buy more product, you're doomed, because all you're doing is focus on money up front. So Sugar needs 50 more products or something that walks people to a $1,000 purchase, a $10,000 purchase, or whatever that may be. Let's take Tony Sachere. Y'all familiar with that? All right. Is that their only flavor? Is all they do is sell that? Oh, they have distribution deals, etc. And then I'm sure their company is public on some sort of stock market or something. I'm sure someone has that. But same thing with Dolores. We explained this yesterday. You don't want to just sell magazines. You want people walking to some $25,000 for a 3-day retreat or something. You have to have something. Why did ATS tell you most of that business, sales, and marketing stuff was free? Well, because I wanted to change our back end again. I'll explain. When we first started, we were charging $35,000 and stuff for the stuff you got. And it was the best thing I ever did. And it worked. And Jerome and Law wrote big checks. That's why they get paid big time around here. You know what I'm saying? They wrote big checks. It worked. And then I said, well, how can I beat that? And I couldn't figure it out for 6 months. And then I said, I saw the economy, recession coming. I dropped everything down a monthly subscription, which I effectively screwed us. Because now I took the greatest achievement of my life and made it $19.99. All right. Where's the back end now? Because that was the high end. I took the high end and made it the front end.
That's what you teach.
That is exactly what I teach. Yeah, well, yeah, take a piece of the back end and make it the front end, give it away for free. But we took the whole high end, gave away for $19.99, and still took the best of it and did videos all about it. Well, we still, so we had no more back end, and we had no more value ladder, and that was by design. That was by design. And then I said, okay, well, we're gonna do put other things in there. I put Riquet's in there, which is still here. I just paused it. I want different people. That's why I paused it. Some of y'all cuckoo. And I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you the truth. I didn't like everybody in there. It didn't match my vision. It wasn't, I needed more sugars that want to be good and from good make a lot of money. Not a bunch of people who wanted to make a lot of money, first. That's not the representation that I want around here. You understand? But anyway, I digress. So I changed the back end. Then created more back ends. You can do this for this, cozy corner, this, and that now, right? Boom. And then I said it's time to go full tech. So anything that wasn't tech is front end. Because would I rather you walk to a coaching package, or would I rather you walk to an infrastructure as a service product? Did you see it?
Mhm.
Okay, Tempest got it. She smiled like, I knew that's what he was. Okay, she gets it. Do you walk to something that costs $3,000, $30,000, or do you walk to something that costs $500,000, $1 million? I'd rather walk you to the actual metaverse
Mhm.
that I own,
Mhm.
and then tell you, want your own metaverse room? Oh man, look, we'll let you use our metaverse as a structure. You get in here. If you get in here and flip everything around, man. Don't worry about it. You ain't gotta worry. We did it for you. And this Tip is gonna love this part. Just know that what you're gonna need to use to get this done is blockchain technology. Worry not. We'll make your company a token. Worry not. You'll be a token on the ATS blockchain. And if you don't think that exists or makes sense, well, my friends, I invite you to Decentraland. Let's see who knows what I'm talking about. Decentraland is on Mexit, so you should probably go there and learn about it. What is Decentraland and why is it such a big deal? Blah, 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 all this stuff. And then right here, I forgot to share it the right way. And then, just so you know, to steal the thunder, Decentraland is a token on Ethereum, making all that money.
Exodus, and in this video we're going to take a closer look at Decentraland, the virtual world sensation that is built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. We're going to cover the of blockchain-based land ownership, the decentralized native currency, and some of the more interesting real-world use cases for Decentraland. Let's first go back to the beginning. Okay, maybe not that far back.
All right, so I'm gonna make you watch the rest of the video on Mixit. But notice he said early, decentralized land. First off, I made sure you saw those prices. This is where you buy digital real estate and you build digital real estate. There are a lot of people in Decentraland right now buying land and houses and stuff just to get ready for the metaverse. I kid you not, that's happening right now under your nose, and it's been out since 2015. Y'all just hearing about it because Mark Zuckerberg changed company to Meta. It's been out. But what makes more sense here, Damon? Does it make more sense that I say, by golly, I am a coaching consultant and I would like you on the back end, Jerome, to pay $5,000? Or I say, well, I'm Antonio T. Smith Jr. and I want all y'all to have tokens, all the people I choose to have tokens on ATS blockchain. I'm gonna need a piece of that. I like what you're doing over there at the bottom. Yeah, you got she got Nigeria land. Oh, okay then. Okay. Yeah, Nigeria land with decentralized finance for Nigerians and dual citizens. Yes. I tell you what, Damani, since them Nigerians out there hustling, and I mean that in a good way, and ain't nobody working harder than Nigeria. I dare you find one. I like what you're doing over there. Go on, put that on ATS token. You understand? That makes more sense, doesn't it, Tempest? To have infrastructure, that's most certainly infrastructure as a service. But probably just said, nope, I didn't understand the word you said. I didn't. What I'm saying is, imagine owning Bitcoin. Well, it's usually Ethereum in this case. Imagine owning Ethereum and someone has an amazing idea like Decentraland, but it has to exist on blockchain. It's too expensive and too hard to create your own blockchain. So you create tokens like NFTs, non-fungible tokens. You create tokens that people can use, and they borrow your technology infrastructure and do something better than what you're doing.
And you like Warren Buffett, checks come to me now.
Oh, checks come to me now.
Okay.
But checks still go to them. But checks still come to me. Well, because what it does is it makes Ethereum even more valuable now. What's more valuable? Ethereum, the price, the coin, or the technology? Because right now the technology is extremely valuable because everyone is buying millions of dollars of real estate on its digital real estate, on its technology. I'll say it a different way. I'm gonna put it in church talk for some of you so you can understand. I'm Paul, apostle. And truth is, I don't want to be no pastor. So I'm planting infrastructure as a services or the church. I swear to God to you, that's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. Okay. Now, like I get it now. I get it now. Okay? See, I don't want to have the software as a service. That's pastor. He got to deal with that. I don't want all that. What I want is I just want to plant the church and say, now who want to use this? Now, the rest of the story, the Apostle Paul didn't do. Who wants to use this? Or let me make sure again. The rest of the story, the Apostle Paul did not do. Because I'm about to make money. You know what I'm saying? Paul made tents. I'm about to make money from all right. So just I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to offend nobody. Who want this church? Prophet Jerry said, I want it. I tell you what. You go ahead and do everything you want in there. You can move everything around, not the walls and stuff, because you're building on fire. Move everything around. It's yours. Change your name. Put it here. Just know that every month I'm going to charge you $30,000. No problem. All you got to do is make more than $30,000 a month. Now, am I offended that he is making $100,000 a month? No. Am I offended? He making $1 million a service. Just run me my 30,000 because it's a whole lot of real estate out here. I'm going to plant 25 more infrastructures as a church this month. And I don't mind. 30,000 times 25 plus your 26 when I ain't got to deal with the folk you got to deal with. All right, then. There you go. Okay. Grace said that church example makes sense. I'm gonna put my hand down. This is
I got you.
You got me now. All right, then. There you go. There you go. So you got me. I think everybody got after that. Right? You got me. This is what I'm talking about. And I can assure you, Sister Booker grandkids go understand this. Even if they don't understand it now, they're gonna grow up in it. And 2 years from now, they're gonna be masters in it. And I promise you, she's gonna be like, Tempest, can you give my baby a account? Just put them on. Give me one of them user accounts Antonio was talking about, and put them in this engineering class y'all got going on.
That's it.
There ain't no sense in letting them be some slaves somewhere. If you're gonna play video games, might as well build them.
And I've already sent them, both families, the Feasters and the Fords, their structure.
You hear that?
Nathan being the CEO and CFO, Ashlyn, the middle girl, being the chief financial officer, and the baby is the marketing strategist.
So look at that, there. Look at that.
So the organizational structure is already in place, and I sent both articles on Metaverse to them.
Both off. So appreciate you. Thank you so much. Look,
That is the ball
that's
okay?
that's how you do. Baby, I don't want you playing with your life. I've went on ahead and did some stuff for you. There you go. Go ahead. Just sit down and watch this. You watching YouTube all day. You watch this too. It's on YouTube. You like it. Genuinely, if all of you go to just the game designing thing alone, I promise you, if you toil, I promise you, by the time you're done, you'll be making 3D video games and changing your life. The problem is we don't do things, right? That's the problem. So this is the goal. Does everybody understand what I've said thus far and how complex that was and why I said, shit, all that business sales and marketing, get that out of here. Listen, I didn't start over. I didn't rebrand. I understood where the money is. And since we was already going there anyway, and Zuckerberg that went out there and lit all y'all on fire, might as well catch that same cab. That's what they say in Domino's. You know, follow that cab. I need to catch that same cab. You get 10, I get 10. With 20, I got 22. Forget this game. We locking the board up. You understand? We locking the board up. You understand? I need to catch that same cab. Catch that same cab. That's one. I got this talking 4 pieces. That's one. Second piece, I need Queen Chi to come to the microphone. And then I'm going to have Arshia come to the microphone after her. Queen Chi, hopefully I didn't catch you on the toilet. Well, okay, well, that's kind of a toilet. Lots of great ideas come from the toilet in the car. So that's right. That's a toilet she got to register with the state. All right, Queen Chi, did you know that you beaten Arshia? You're number one right now in the whole putting out the Mexit and making content and stuff. Did you know that?
Of course I did.
Of course I did. Of course she's so of course she did. Well, can you give us some tips, because you and Arshia are doing a bang up job? Can you give us some tips on what you're doing, and then maybe I'll share my screen and stuff to let other people see.
Okay, so you taught me how to break down content using the Gary Vee strategy. So you take the long form of content, which is the article, and you change it into different forms. So video, text, audio clips or sound clips. So that's what I've been doing. I started as it on our Mexit show. I took the clips from our Mexit show. I've made audio sound clips, so you'll hear those popping up. I've made text clips, just leading back to the article as well. So, yeah.
Did I see it right here?
Yep.
I see it.
Mm-hmm.
That don't take too much work. You see it? She ain't playing no games. You see it? And here's the deal. Now, this is for the. I'm not for to buy him no chicken. This for those people out there. This for those people out there. I'm not for to give Pastor a Benz. I mean, it's this for those people. Taquita, are you making me rich or yourself rich?
I'm making both of us rich.
So what you're telling me is that you're using my platform to get your money. Oh, she must be frozen. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, well, what did she come back? But can you get that it's called leverage.
Mm-hmm.
It's called leverage. When you're poor, it's called using people.
Watch it.
Why you using Damali? Don't use Damali like that. No, that's called leverage. Damali is benefiting and she enjoys it. As a matter of fact, Damali is paying me to keep doing what I'm doing. If you can just...
Because if you don't, Antonio, then that means the person is useless, and that's an insult.
Well,
Being used means you're useful, which is a compliment.
Absolutely. Okay, I think we got you back, Queen T.
I lost my
Well, that's when you driving in them Texas streets. driving on Texas Street. So you're saying you understand the power of group economics.
Absolutely. So, number one, I'm a host of a message show, and traffic to the website is how we get advertisers to pay us. So, if I want to accelerate that process, then we need to get more eyes on the website. Number two is I have my own brand, and so the information that we're sharing is relevant and needed for people to know right now. So, me just taking the words you already wrote and then talking about it makes me a thought leader. And I'm just, I'm already super brilliant, but I just,
Might as well get me to do the work for you.
Other areas that they didn't even know that I was smart in. So,
did y'all hear that? That was so brilliant.
And, for them words, I appreciate you. Go ahead, keep writing.
All right, y'all get it, right? Thank you so much, Queen Chi. Appreciate you. You go ahead and
yes, Queen Chi.
yes, go ahead and get them kids wherever they're going, or make whatever money you making. You're doing something. You're always doing something. And I want to highlight Arshia and Stradivari. Stradivari ain't playing with y'all.
No.
Stradivari took the Antonio route.
No.
Stradivari took the straight Antonio. I ain't gonna beat up, but if you so I've already took the Antonio route. I ain't gonna lie to you, Sister Book. I ain't gonna be there, but how much you need? Straight up. he took the Antonio route, which is always faster. I'm highlighting this because we're talking about putting infrastructure as a service, what I talked about first. Now, if you don't think that this will work, I want to show you something. I showed this to the team this morning. I was watching a video and here is an ad that popped up. And I said, I ain't never paused an ad in my whole life. I said, pause, ad, pause. I need to see what you're talking about, ad. This was his earnings. Help me, somebody.
Stop playing.
That law. Listen.
Try to pull over and lean in.
Hey, this is his earnings, man. He shared his screen. That's his earnings. I told Deanna, sign us up. You sign us up right now. I'm sure she did. If she ain't do it, she did. Okay. I said, sign us up. I ain't get the information yet, Deanna. You got to give it to me. But sign it up. 77,000 for 8 million. Grace, I got me a new formula because I want that a month. This is what I told Tempest. 77,000 for 8 million. You know I'm gonna want that a month.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna figure it out. I'm let me put my brain on that. I got my brain in two different spots right now. Let's just hold on real quick. Listen to me. Listen to what she said. She said, "Oh, I just realized I'm a host. I got this going on, and it makes me look smarter. And I'm taking the content. Go ahead, Ibrahim, keep writing. Blah blah blah." Mm-hmm. So if you hit me up and say, when we get paid for Mexit, never, because you ain't saying stuff.
Good job, Reverend.
But if you do, your food around me getting paid something real nice. I don't know what to tell you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you. But let me do I need to do it again? I don't know what to tell you, Dale. That's what I told him. I don't know what to tell you.
Go ahead, rewind and press play.
Let me go ahead and do that. Did it again. This is good a year, because that's what that is. Anybody got a problem with $77,000 from videos?
Nope.
Do you understand if that's all you did was do $77,000, you pretty much work on your laptop from anywhere in the world?
That's a little sugar money. That's okay. I'll take that. That's
okay. You take that. You know what I'm saying? That's Law trying to have his mortgage $70,000 a month. that's a $40 million mansion. That's what he trying to do. That's where it at. And that's in Texas.
Okay.
I know $40 million mansion in New York.
Chef included.
Chef included.
Chef, 'cause I don't want to cook no.
The Kiga Zamunda is included in that mansion. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. This is why I said so. I understood that anybody who, what I said, 1,000 pieces. I don't know what I said. Whatever. I forgot what them contests I put out there. Okay, go find that text real quick. I understood anybody who would do it. Not only would they make themselves just fine, but what they will also do was bring traffic to the website.
Antonio, by the way, I was in the shop, so I couldn't unmute in a timely manner. But yeah, what you just showed up on the screen is what I plan to do this year. So that's all I'm focused on. Yeah, that's all I'm focused on. And I'm surprised that you're not focusing on that as much, because you could completely be independent of your customers if you just focused on it, because you've got the charisma and everything.
Yep.
But you're like you're so particular about not giving Google their cut that you'd rather have 15 people go to ADS TV compared to 15 million go to your YouTube channel. And from my perspective, the latter is just going to give you more power, even though you will be dependent on Google.
No, absolutely. You're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're correct.
So I always wonder, why don't you put your energy into YouTube more than every other venture? Because once you pass that threshold on YouTube, and you just imagine all of this just being automated, how much more you can do then on your other ventures.
Right, absolutely. You're not only is he 100% correct, I know he's 100% correct, because privately behind here, I shifted that rule, didn't I? I'm doing that on YouTube, Red Circle, everywhere I got content. I'm doing Damali post every day. Did so I said, Damali, your money ain't no more good here. You just don't even, because I saw the future. So he's absolutely right, and I'm focused very much so on getting them pennies on the dollars for the traffic that I bring privately. You understand what I'm saying? Focus very much on that. Listen to what Ibrahim said. That makes you customer independent. Ain't nothing in the world. Ain't two words better in the world right now to me than customer independent. It's why I said that's all free. Man, shit. Because my traffic is far better than being dependent on people in a recession. There you go. I cleaned that up real good. Arshia was already number one. Now, Arshia, does Chiquita got you messed up?
For me, as a queen, I don't compete. And we're both queens, so we're not competing. We're on the same team. When people figure out when they're on the same team, there's no competing have to occur. And
That's
since
facts.
we're on the same team, when I say ATS, I'm coming too. So y'all got me messed up if I'm
That's
not
facts.
coming.
That's facts.
So if y'all going, I'm going. So I don't
Cool.
compete.
But does she got you messed up?
No,
Hey,
she don't have to.
Antonio,
We have the same vision.
That's exactly what a second place person says.
When I was born, everything is elegant.
Don't do that.
No,
we don't have to compete.
No,
to be on
everything
the same
you
team.
said is right. Let's everything you said is right. It's 100% facts. 100% fact. There's a little both and here. Tempest, unmute your mic. Let me show you. Let me show you. Tempest, if I do a program better than you, quicker than you, faster than you, and you know it's something that you can do better than me, quicker than me, and faster than me, do I got you messed up?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, listen, I'm so happy for you. I'm not in competition, but I came here to live the highest expression of myself. And this is what I'm good at. As a matter of fact, I put y'all on. Our shield put y'all on. Do you understand? So our shield's supposed to say inside of her, don't worry about it. I gave y'all this answer out front. But just know, as soon as we get off of this, boom, 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 boom. That's what she's supposed to say.
When I have my head down, I'll be creating when I have my head down. Y'all don't know that.
All right,
but
then.
I'm
There
gonna
you
be
go.
having a little news station for Chi. She don't even know that because we're on the same team.
Same team.
So her information is my information, just like ATS is my information. Yeah. So keep on creating, guys.
Yeah, somebody's gonna be smart enough. Take my information. This is Stradivarius probably going way enough. But anyway, somebody's gonna be smart enough. Well, because Stradivarius said, I told you, did the Antonio way. Money is always speed. Somebody's gonna say, you know what? I just speed this up. If Jaquita's doing it, or Arshia doing it, and the company's already doing it, well, that's 300%. So I'll just duplicate all their content and move 3 times faster than. There's always somebody, that's not competition. This isn't say what Arshia said. Arshia says 100% facts. But there ought to, like, what's the point of being first place though, if it don't matter? Somebody got to be Michael Jordan, and somebody got to threaten Michael Jordan's legacy. It just is what it is. Somebody has to. Somebody has to. And if you don't feel that way, you're right. It just makes you the Scottie Pippen. And every Michael Jordan needs a Scottie Pippen. Watch, I'll show you. Tempest, unmute your mic. Do you want to be the face of ATS?
What'd you say?
I don't even need to ask you no more questions here. That's good. Tempest is perfectly fine with number 2. Especially
I prefer that. You can have that spotlight stuff. Leave me alone in the back.
No doubt. Especially if she could be number 2 with billions of dollars and y'all don't even know her name.
That's it, Sergey.
Amen. That's my dream.
That's it. That's it. As long as her bank tellers know her name, you understand. And them lawyers protect her, but stay away from her. She all right with that. So good job. I want to highlight Arshia because Arshia is tearing it up. Now Stradivari said, Antonio, I'm investing in myself. Here's some money. Whatever you do on that Mexican news, thank you so much. But this money goes to unpopular opinion.
All right.
On top of the money you was already doing. That's what Stradivari said, okay? And that has nothing to do with, like, it can't get confused. It can't get anything because it's his money. It's stuck in PayPal. It's his money. You know what I'm saying? For his show. And as soon as we complete the conversion part, how to get the this and that, we ain't no rush. But soon as we get every T crossed, you know what I'm saying? Boom, y'all gonna see that. And then what I would do if I was Stradivari is just create content over and over, especially off the shows up there. You just listen for 5 seconds, create a picture. 5 more seconds, create another picture. And then take the whole episode, because I was nice to you. I said, like, I saw Stradivari on YouTube. I was looking for something, and I saw him on YouTube posting, like, about unpopular opinion. I have no problem with this. I never said anything exclusive. Do what you want, but this is what I would do. I would take all that stuff, then I'd do an interview about it. And then I'd strip the audio, put it on podcast. And then I'd do an video. I would do an interview about that too. And then I would go on the street and say, you know what, somebody said this. Do you agree? They're going to say no anyway. Good, it's content. Just keep going and keep going and keep going. And I put it on somewhere in some marketplace. And all of a sudden, my podcast, but Stradivari's Unpopular Opinion podcast is getting paid more than Mexican News. Because all they got to do is focus on one thing. You don't have to focus on 16,000 like I do. Get it? Okay, good. All of that. Oh, and one last thing just came in. Queen Chi started a text message funnel it's pretty. Are you there, Jaquita? I want you to explain to them this briefly how it's done. Tim, I did most of the page. I don't know if you checked. I did most of it.
I'm here.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Your text message funnel. What happened? You just drive around the city with your crown on.
You said what?
You just drive around the city with your crown on.
I do. I have it all day.
Stay on brand. Keep going.
Got some more crowns coming. You know, they're not as grandiose as the other ones I have for everyday wear, but yeah.
Got you.
It's crowned up every day.
Every day. Every day. Your text message funnel.
Oh, what you want to know about it?
Tell them what you did. Because you just had somebody.
So,
well, I don't want to take your thunder. Tell them what you did.
In the content creation, so all things lead back to the main content. So for me, my main content is the Connect show, which leads back to Mexican News. And so in the posts, I have, if they were interested in joining the coding class that they're doing, that they can text me a certain word, and then that sends me the notification that they're interested, so that they're potential leads for that. And then it has like script that tells them what the coding class is about, what they'll learn. And then if they're ready to go further, then they text me something else so that they can get an appointment scheduled with ATS to get in the class.
Boom. Y'all unmute y'all mics, clap for that, because I'm going to tell you what I told her. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Yes, you can, Sugar. You most certainly can. She did that. She came to me and said, hey, can you just give me the information about thing? I sent Grace on it. Grace sent it to her. And she said, well, I saw a text message phone. Pay attention. Somebody just texted her through the funnel while we was just talking. And that cost, I don't know what it called. I can't remember. Something, whatever Sister Booker said the other day. It cost that. I think she said 3,000, something like that. Man.
Oh yeah, 2,000.
And I said, well, that kind of behavior, Jaquita, that's going to get you some checks back to you. Yeah, I missed it. So now she creating content that if free to close, you know, go and take this $500. I hope you don't mind. Go and take this $200. I hope you don't mind. Don't nobody, we're free to check a bit a little bigger, but you know, Jaquita ain't got no problem getting, $150 for other people's content. It's incredible. It's incredible. All right, so that wraps up that section. Let me explain what I'm doing. We have my first thing I said, I'm gonna start off with a picture. I haven't shown you the picture. This is about a picture. And I told you about decentralized land and just all the pieces moving together properly, and infrastructure as a service, and how very focused I am on that. And we moved to folk who caught it before most of y'all did. You understand? Folk who caught it. One of the very first people to catch it was Dolores. Dolores was shooting audio commercials early. You understand? She was like, and sending them back to me and putting YouTube videos up and stuff. And since she's got a popular show, that's going to keep taking off. Now, what I want to do is I want to put the whole puzzle piece together now. How we make money with all this. But that's the question, right, Dolores? Like, that's the question. Lord, if you could just send $1 million, because sometimes all you need is $1 million. Sometimes if you can just have $1 million, that's all you need. That's all you need. If I can do, Lord, just send $1 million, I'll be just fine. I do understand. What I want to do now is go back to that list I had Grace do. Front end, monthly subscriptions, value ladder, and high end. Repost it out there, Grace. Now, why should y'all look at the comments? Well, it's gonna be hard if I share my screen. So look at the comments real quick. She's gonna repost it back out. And when that happens, this is what I want you all to see. That every company is going to exist in here. And for more information, you need to go back to the class on YouTube. She's in there somewhere. I can't share my screen until you do it. Well, if I share my screen, it's kind of hard to get to the comments. There you go. Front end, monthly end, value, whatever. You see it right there. Now, this is what we drew for Mexit yesterday. Front end, monthly subs, value ladder, high end. This is where all you pay attention. This was the crescendo of yesterday's training, breaking everything down. This is, remember that question I asked Arshia, do you know where you're going? We clearly now with Mexit know where we're going. And where are we going? To the bulk of what I said today. Infrastructure and platform as a service. If you think about it, everything I talked about, Tip, is infrastructure and platform as a service. Have I ever talked about infrastructure and platform as a service for Mexit? No. It was not, Tempest, until we knew where we was going. And this became the very last thing. And I looked at them and I said, okay, but this one here, that's money. All these are money, but this one is doable. And then I went and wrote a whole article on infrastructure as a service, Ethereum, and people using decentralized land. And that's how I started off this conversation. Y'all, I'm never all over the place. I'm always on my target. It's the only way my brain works. It's the only way my brain works. Infrastructure as a service. Digital real estate and physical real estate, but that's buying a city. That's what this looks like. That's what we ended yesterday. Everybody look at it. If you didn't get to steal, take a picture. Because I'm about to go deep into this. About to go deep in it right now. At the very least, what all of you can do is steal this and apply it to your company. Very least. Pretty much everything on the front end is free or extremely low costing. Pretty much. Everything on the front end is free or extremely low costing. Everybody cool? All right, here we go. The grace, this is going to be challenging for y'all. Facebook Messenger, Google Analytics or Facebook Analytics, WhatsApp, Messenger, Oculus, Instagram, and we put Mexit News and Vibe and podcast. Here is all of this here. Which one of these are you going to take initiative in? Same question for all of you. Go ahead.
I want to take initiative in Mexit News.
How so?
Not just with the 24 posts a day that I do, but also not with just the hero post, also on my personal page, but also going live, picking one of the topics, go and study it first and make sure I know what I'm talking about, and then go and put my spin on it and talk to people about it, and then give them a call to action.
All right, cool. Nothing wrong with that. Most of that was content curation. And then at the very end, you added content creation with a video. Curation just means it's what, Arshia and Jaquita are doing both. They are pushing content in different places while also making content as well. I'm gonna add to that, Grace. Who? Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show this to everybody. And you don't have to just do this with Mexit, but I'm going to use Mexit as an example. You do this with in fact, you don't even have to do this with news. You can do this with anything on the internet. If I ain't talking to nobody else, I have to be talking to Dolores. You have a digital magazine. You go get you a Zoom account or a StreamYard account. You go down to the bottom of your screen, you hit the little share button. And as you hit the share button, you share whatever you want to share. And then what you're going to do, Frida, you're going to say, hey, everybody. My name is Dolores. And today we're going to be talking about Amazon doubling more than their maximum base for corporate employees. Like, that's amazing, guys. Amazon. All right, now hold on, y'all. All right, now microphone. I said StreamYard, and all of a sudden the next app was StreamYard. The next ad was StreamYard. Stop listening now. Look at that. You can stop listening.
I saw that. I saw it.
All right, now. God dog it. That was way too convenient. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me get back in character. I'm sorry. Let me get back in character. Feds was so popping up. This is a big deal. $350,000. Now, is Dolores in the report news? Facts. She's in important news about the church, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ. She's all in important news. And all she has to do is, in fact, Ibrahim taught this to y'all in the STAR class or something. All she has to do is go, isn't it amazing how Amazon is doubling their base salaries for corporate employees? That is amazing. Genuinely taking care of their people. Church, we need to be doing this. And the rest of her talk, where's Sister Book at? The rest of her talk ain't got nothing to do with Amazon no more. It's all about how the world keeps doing better at paying its people than the church. And now it's a whole exclusive web series on Divine Magazine. Comments gonna blow up, that's for sure. Both ways. You shouldn't be talking about church like that. I'm not talking about church like that. I'm talking about the facts like that. You understand? And then what you do is that piece of content. That costs you nothing, but whatever you pay a month for StreamYard or Zoom. And if you do enough in 30 days, then you're bringing that down to pennies. And what you're doing is you're getting new customers, because listen to what Jaquita said, because it makes you look like the thought leader. My friends, it don't just make you look like the thought leader. You actually do become the thought leader. And that's free. You can do this with any website. That's free. That's 100% free. And people, if nobody else on the planet understands this, I know y'all do, people love to give their opinion. You might as well give your opinion and then ask people, what's your opinion about my opinion? And let the floodgates open up. Because you know it's coming. Now don't, if you can't handle people disagreeing with you, then don't do this. It's gonna hurt your feelings too much. You're gonna lose sleep at night. You gotta build up tough skin for that. Build up tough skin for that. It'll take a while. It's okay. You'll get there. You'll get there. But it's a moment. I promise you, as soon as Sister Booker started being nice, somebody hated her niceness. That ain't how she used to be. I remember in school. This is how it is. At the opportunity of rising is the equal opportunity for me to hate that you rose. Damali, married, happily married. That ain't what she was doing when we was out together. I know what she at PV. I know what she was doing back then. She was breaking hearts. And now that's just the way it worked. It's just the way it works. She probably wasn't breaking hearts, but there's somebody mad at Damali for being married. Ooh, I can't stand her. Every time she around here, she always got to leave with the kids. That's why this. Let me tell you, this is how you know when people are mad at you. They invite you to a function, but no kids though. Y'all act like y'all ain't never seen that. That's all right.
That's a hater.
I'm gonna get back to it. What I want to do today, not on this call, but what I want to do today is I want to take a serious view at this, Tempest, Deanna, Grace. I want to take a very good, serious view of this. And I want everything to have a plan of approach. Right now, this is a plan of approach in its entirety. But I want to now go to the local level of each thing here and say, how are we going to have pages or pages like function, like Facebook does in Mexit News, Mexit Verse, or anything else? Like, how do we start approaching that? Because you're not allowed to approach stuff when you get there. See, that's what I'm going to say this again. Jerome, prayers are powerful, but underutilized too. We don't use them enough. But prayer is one part of the battle. And most people pray, Dolores, and fervently pray and mean it, and then expect God to do the action. We even taught that.
Yes.
We even taught that. Pray. And I thought that's what prayer was. Let me break that down to you what prayer actually is. Prayer is you expecting that God did the action. Let's do what I said.
Facts.
Okay. Prayer is not expecting God to do the action. Prayer is expecting by the time you get off your knees, it's already done. Do you understand? God did the action. Now, what you have to do is vibrate at what God did. That's what you read yesterday. So whether you got to read a book or do an interview or share on your screen, Dolores, like for whatever reason, Dolores Company keep coming up. Sound like God got favor on Dolores Company in the month of February. You understand? I'm just saying. So you might as well catch that energy. So what I want to do is, respectably, hard, I want a supreme layout for everything here. You understand? Remember when we was getting an app built and we went on the board and we went arguing for 8 hours? Now remember that the board? If this happened, well, with the Ricasa app that nobody's seen because I didn't release it. Well, there is actually a Ricasa app. I just haven't released it. I didn't like it. Had some bugs in it that I didn't like. And we went argued on this board, and we drew out a multicolor lines, and Deanna wasn't listening to me, and she held us up for 8 hours, only to say, "Oh, okay, okay, yeah, she had to understand." Okay, well, you right, you right.
I am better now that I have begun my programming journey.
Thank you so much. We sure appreciate you. That's what I want to do here. So let me explain to you everybody in simple terms. Here is. So this is Mexit News. So in this case, we're going to say, all right, then what's our approach to Mexit News? And how do we make Mexit News the number one news place for people who simply don't want news. And then you switch it. How do we make it number one news place for people who simply hate politics? You understand what I'm saying? And then we write that down. We come up with a plan of action. Do you understand what I'm saying? Podcast. Okay, then. All right. We're going to do podcasts. Now, are we talking about being on podcasts, Antonio? Or does Mexit News start having an audio section? And we talk about that. We build that out. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? We build it out. We figure out what we're talking about and how we're going to get that done. And we'll move over here now. Monthly subscriptions. We said cloud space. Okay. All right. Apple is charging 99 cents, $2.99 for cloud space. All right. How do we at Mexit News and Mexit Verse handle this cloud space issue? Are we saying, and then how do we distribute it? Why would people buy cloud space from us? Get it? This is a fantastic idea. 100%. That's a fantastic idea. But how do we make it applicable to what we're doing? And then what's our plan of action to do so? Go ahead, Queen Chief. Can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh, can you
There
hear
you
me?
go.
Can you
Yep.
hear me? You can hear me or you cannot hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, awesome. If I was to start a podcast, does the content on the podcast, is it the audio of the Connect show, or does it have to be like a reverb of what's already out there?
As far as the deal I have to what you all are doing, it could be whatever you want. As long as you don't hurt the brand, it could be whatever you want. You can't like get on there.
I'm asking for like strategic purposes. So for putting
You can-
content out to the world,
You can strip all your audio if you want to. You can do that, or you can turn an hour episode into 4 15-minute episodes, and then take those 4 15-minute episodes and do commentary on those 4 15-minute episodes. Or you can play an episode and do the Sunday school thing. Dolores to say something, you're like, pause. All right, now Dolores said this. We need to talk about this for a little bit. And that old episode becomes a new episode.
My recommendation is to first strip the audio until the analytics get you excited. So once you're consistently posting and you see a bunch of downloads, even 5 downloads consistently means people are listening to you in long form, then you can convince yourself to produce new content. Because it's easy to produce a bunch of new content when you're excited, but then it falls off. So better start with the content you already have until you're thoroughly sold on the idea of taking podcasts to their full potential, to which Diana can speak much better.
Yeah, no, that I completely agree with that. That's definitely one viable option, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Look at it once because whatever you do, just don't burn out. Just don't start and stop. Just don't start and stop. I told Dolores 2 days ago, she was talking about, I said, well, Mexit is at $89 a month, and it's only been 25 days or something like that. We haven't even finished the 30 days. It's at $29, $89. That's a victory to me. Because you know how hard it took just to get Mexit above the noise? That took 7 months just to get it above the noise. And then this month has been 2,000 unique users. Individual. How you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And to get, getting 2 million over the course of a month, a year on Apple Podcasts, that's a lot easier than getting 2 million to Mexico, because Apple already got everybody in the world on there. And you walk around with their device in your pocket. So they did half the battle already. But when you start fresh, you can't borrow from Apple's credibility. And it's just you. Most people don't even get to 2,000. This is what I told Tempest privately this morning and last night. And I tell it to y'all. I said, man, listen, traffic ain't racist. There's nothing holding us back from getting to $77,000 a month. It's just traffic. Nobody can stop us from doing traffic. There's no angry white man shutting us down from traffic. There ain't no hating black people who don't want to support. It's traffic. It's traffic. That means for once, all of our power is in our hands, because can't nobody stop us from going to get internet traffic. So if we don't do it, we don't love ourselves. And that's the truth. So when Ibrahim was like, you know,
He actually said we don't want it.
we don't want it. Yeah. When Ibrahim was like, you know, why you not focused on YouTube? I am now. Because it's traffic. That's why I never was the host. Now I'm the host, so I can stream on YouTube. It was working every time. I would have did Facebook, really go on my personal page, and I'm not using my personal page. That's so stupid. There's no insights. There's no return. Why are you using something that has no return? I get the ego part. You can be like, man, but I got 5,000 people over there and nobody responded to my business page, because you don't use your business page. You'll use it. That's why nobody responded. But the 5,000 people don't buy from you because they didn't follow you. I think I saw Zoe earlier. They don't follow you, Zoe, because they trust you. They follow you because you went to the same church. That's what the personal page is for. These are people who followed you because they know your daddy. Just because I know, you know what I'm saying, little nuck does not mean that I'm fit to buy from you. Deacon Aaron and all that stuff, no. But people who go on your fan page, your business page, those people who decide to be there. Even if you send an invite, spammed it, and they still decide to be there. Now, let me wrap this up. So what I want you to get is take a picture if you need to. I'm dead serious. We're going over this today to the point that the tech class that Tempest do, we having it, but it's about this. I know she don't mind. She's like, oh, well, good. I say my little class next week then, you know what I'm saying? It's about this. So we will be on classes at 10:30 to 12:30, somewhere, one of them 30s, 10:30, 12:30. We will be there about this. Now, Ibrahim's going to say, well, Antonio, once you figure it out, then what? Because that's the next logical step. It's called the Billy Mays funnel, and I'm going to share with all of you today. And you're welcome. Queen Chi, come back. As a matter of fact, if you can, everybody cut your cameras on. Everybody cut your cameras on. If you can, unless you're in Abu Dhabi, you can keep your camera off. Okay, all right. So just know, I'm about to show you the holy grail of how to sell anything. Do you understand? With Zoe driving. It's 2 degrees out there. And she here. Good to see you. If, as a matter of fact, Zoe, do me a favor. Unmute your mic and shut. This is how important what Chiquita's doing. What was me and you talking about last night over Instagram?
About funnels and traffic and just how to direct people over to the right direction and everything. Because I have people coming to my website. I have people watching my videos, like 8,000 people, but it's just like directing them to the right places. That's something I'm struggling with right now.
Okay, first off, you need to get with Deanna, work out some sort of deal so she can monetize them to 8,000 people.
Okay.
Jesus, you that alone. At least if they ain't gonna buy nothing, you need to at least get paid for them thinking you pretty or something and going there. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna think I'm pretty, I might as well get paid for it. Or whatever they going there for, they need to do that.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure it out because I'm a service-based business. And it's like, okay, I know I need something to sell. So I've been, looking into t-shirts. I tried to add a printful store to my website. I know how to work my website a little bit. So I've been in there trying to, change things, make sure my SEO is okay for Google. And I was trying to make sure I rank there. But I'm still a little confused because I'm still new at all this. But
Okay.
Who you told me to get with, because yes,
Deanna.
Please come. I would like to contact and connect with you.
All right, Deanna, contact. Yes, put a 409 number in the chat. We got you. We got you for sure. We got you for sure. She's a supporter on my Facebook page. That's the people with the green badge that support every month with money. What's I gonna say? Oh, all right. Cut your cameras on. The reason why me and her was having that conversation last night, I told Chiquita about it because Chiquita posted a funnel about the Mexican news. And guess what? Dolores and Chiquita was alive with one new viewer, at least, for the post she had put on Instagram. See what I'm saying? It works, y'all. It works. And don't be afraid to grow one at a time, because every last one of y'all companies could use an extra 365 customers. Every last one of y'all companies could use an extra 365 customers. All right, now cut your cameras on. I want to show you something. This is how you sell anything, no matter what it is. Because after we, and I promise you can cut them back off. After we go through this in great detail, and we're gonna have Cloud Space is gonna have maybe 10 things under it. 10% know what I'm talking about. Like a little brain cluster I used to do when we first got together. The last time we did this Tempest, we built everything we wrote down. The next logical question, Ibrahim says, well, Antonio, once you get that down, what you do next? This is what you do next. You convince everybody your way is faster and easier by making it faster and easier. You eliminate all alternatives. You tell me the price up front.
That's it. Get that out the way.
Get it out the way. You create a sense of urgency. You do risk reversal. You demo the product. And at any point of these steps, you can do a call to action, the beginning, end, doesn't matter. You better take a screenshot, because they ain't giving this to you for free. And you don't even want to know the amount of money I spent to learn it. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Can you give an example of risk reversal?
I'm about to go through the whole thing. That's why I want your cameras on. Free to happy. That's why because here's the deal. It's not that I want your cameras on. I want to know you paying attention, because I'm not going to give away something I should have charged you for. And you ain't paying attention. Because if I kind of feel right now, say, hey, everybody, we got somebody named Joey here in the plus out of you. You're getting traffic, but you're not getting money. How much are you willing to pay to solve this problem? Somebody would have said something. How much do you want to pay? How much are you willing to pay to take 8,000 visitors that you're getting no money from, and take 8,000 visitors and get $8,000 a month from? Is anybody, then I'll involve you, that could use an extra $8,000 a month? And of course you would say, me, God dog it, I need it now. And then I tell you what, for $499, I typically do this for 5,000, which is true. I just don't like coaching no more, so that's why I don't do stuff like this. For $499 today, and today only, I would guarantee you that I would teach you how to sell everything you want to sell and make money, and in 30 days, you'll make all your money back. I promise you I'll refund it myself. But you have to prove to me you did what I said. Now, just going through that, and that's not me going through the demo. This is why I want your cameras on. Just me saying this to y'all, who would buy that?
Me.
That's like 6 people, and everybody ain't talking. That's still a $2,500 presentation in 2 minutes. And if you ever want to see me do this in real life, watch me at a keynote somewhere, which I got to go to a keynote. I got to go somewhere in Chicago this weekend or something like that. Watch me, because I make $30,000 every time, Sister Booker. Every time. You see, ask Jerome. He's seen it before. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to show you the picture one more time. And make sure you're paying attention, because I'm about to run through this and the call is over. There's the picture. If you're driving, we will send it to you. Zoe's driving, Law is driving. So let's make sure we get both of them. I don't know who else is driving, but I do see those.
Over. He said this is something worth paying for. So
you pulled over. That's it. No, this is 100%. Now, is everybody ready for me to show you how to get this done every time? I promise you, this never fails. Let me rewind. As I said, I was doing 4 parts in this conversation. I told you what we were doing. I showed you the infrastructure. I gave you the testimonies about how people are doing it. And then I showed you this picture, because it's not enough just to have a map. Right? It's not enough just to have a map. And it ain't enough to go in that map and get it better. Then, you know what your problem is? You got the perfect stuff you can't sell because you don't know how to sell. Who know what I'm talking about? Like, man, I know my business gonna work, but I just suck at selling. Well, I don't. I am really, really good at it. It's natural for me because I had to sell myself out of a trash can. Somebody, you ain't got to hear me. I know I said something right there. I had to sell myself out of a trash can. But here we go. Blow my lip. Oh, hold on. Stop. Come over here. Over here. Right there. All right, there you go. All right. I need to pick somebody. Who do I want to bless?
Pick me.
Okay, it's perfect. Are you still doing salsa?
Yes, sir. I'm
Outstanding.
in 3 stores now, and I got a seasoning coming out.
Okay.
That you're going to be able to sprinkle. That's going to be made out of the ingredients from the salsa that you can put on your chips. And you can put on everything else.
Okay.
I've been listening. I'll be quiet.
Now, what's your number 1 seller right now? Which flavor?
It's the hot. They like the hot.
Of course, we like the hot because the hot. They love it. Because I tell you what, the older I get, the hotter I like my food because the damn seasoning be going off. I can taste the seasoning in hot stuff. I can't taste it in mild stuff. Anyway, that might be something there. Might be something there. Our taste buds start changing. Might be something there. Let's see. Hold on. There we go. Great. Sugar. Is Sugar still here? She about to be blessed and highly favored because salsas and seasoning, same thing. Where is she at? Sugar still here? Probably not. All right, here we go. Let's see who else company can benefit. All right, anyway, you better steal all this. Hey, everybody, my name is Latrice. I am so glad to have you here. Oh, I'm sorry, Latrice, what's the name of your company?
Baby sis sassy salsa.
Hey everybody, my name is Latrice, and we talking about baby sis sassy salsa. And I just want to tell you that if you want a home cooked 7-course meal, we got the fastest and easiest way for you to do so. I have genuinely tried everything. I've been on the Dr. Atkins. I've been on Dr. Sebi. I've been everywhere. I've went to YouTube and went to all the ingredients in all the places for me to do all the things. I've been reading cookbooks since my grandmother was in the kitchen teaching me her favorite cornbread recipe back in the 60s. I'm telling you that everything I've tried, it worked for a little bit and then it happened. I would fizzle out because the process was too tedious. It had too many steps, or to be quite honest with you, it was just too expensive to maintain what I was going through. Have you ever been there before? Have you ever wanted to change your life to a healthier, tastier lifestyle? But when you did it, the kale cost more than your gas? We can all think about wanting to change our lives, but then just possibly cannot do it because it's too expensive. Well, how much is your salsa, Latrice?
It's $8 for 16 ounces.
Well, for $8, we'll solve every problem in your life. For $8, we will make your life faster and easier. Imagine coming home and hubby walks inside, wife walks inside, looking real good, and you already got the meal prepared and you started 15 minutes ago, but it looked like you started 15 hours ago. Imagine the possibility of feeding 5 grandkids and 6 kids and then 6 other people kids at a birthday party. Our $8 sauce is not only guaranteed to taste well and be healthy, but it truly does make your life faster and easier. We promise you that once you try us, you're going to eliminate every other alternative out there. But I have to tell you, for $8, we're not making much money. But we love what we do because we work off volume. So what we've done is we've put volume everywhere. We're in 3 different stores, but this special internet offer is the only time you will ever see this offer. And once this video is done, you'll never see this offer again. See, I hope somebody took screenshots. Once you see this video is done, you'll never see this offer again. And to be honest with you, at $8 a bottle for 16 ounce, it's only 50 spots reserved for this special offer. So we have 50 spots for you. I'm sorry, what? Okay, they just told me 25 spots. 25 spots. I did not look at the numbers this morning. We have 25 spots for you. Just for you to get this wonderful product that we have to you. Now, if you don't like how this tastes, we will buy your bottle back. As long as you report it in 30 days, we will send you 100% refund back. So what do you have to lose? Are you willing to spend $8.95 to change the full quality of your life? Or are you someone who genuinely decides, no, I'll just keep doing it the hard way? Now let me show you. Go give me one of Sugar Seasons real quick. Hold on. Let me pause right quick. Pause real quick. 6-inch heels. She running in them heels. It must be nice being running heels. Anyone. There you go. Now let me show you how easy it is to change your life with Big Sister Sassy Salsa, whatever she said. Okay, let me show you how easy it is. The first thing we do is we have an avocado dressing here, and we're going to take 3 parts this flavored salsa. We're going to put it here, and we're going to whisk until we have our viscosity correct.
Guacamole.
Right, whatever, right? You go say, and then we're going to add crumbs on top of it. And right there, you have a high quality guacamole dip. Here's another one. Here is our favorite macaroni and cheese recipe. And you have it sitting right there already done. And we're going to show you how to have top quality chef restaurant. So what we do is we're going to take 2 parts here, right? And we're going to whisk it, do whatever you're going to do here. Now, right there are 2 of the favorite dishes. So if you're having a party, macaroni and cheese. Having a football party, avocado dip. And you will be known across the world for having the best avocado dip in the world. Because you're here and you made it this far in the video, what we're going to do for you is we're going to offer you all the recipes that we just showed you today, plus 50 more for free. We're going to throw them in there and show you how to take our big sister Sissy Sassel salsa, and we're going to show you how to have the most proper recipe and best tasting recipes of all time. You'll see how we take avocados. You'll see how we take applesauce. You'll see how we take everything else. You'll see our whole 25 list for people with diabetes. You'll see our 13 list for people with high cholesterol. And we're going to send you that at no charge just for this order, but I must admit to you, it's just 25 people. Click the link below and I'm done. You get it? That's every time.
Love it. Love it.
It's every time. It doesn't matter what it is. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you genuinely how I can do this about anything. I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do. Hey, everybody, Tony T. Smith Jr. And I remember when I was growing up, I would go in my grandmother's bathroom because it was the closest one. And sometimes I wish I didn't go in my grandmother's bathroom because it was the closest one, because she had all sorts of feminine products in there. One of them was Mash and Gill. I told you I'm sorry for what I'm going to do. And let me tell you, as I've gotten older, I've realized how smart my grandmother was. And we patented and invented our own formula for Master Gill. And it's faster and easier than with anything you've ever ended. I go through the steps together. I'm not going to do it. You get the point. It doesn't matter what we're selling. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I can sell a tattoo off your neck. It doesn't matter.
Antonio, do it for my product. I put it in chat.
Okay. Do it for Charisma Workshops. Product not even lunch.
Antonio, you are truly a heathen.
I love that the product's not even lunch. Here we go. All right, here we go. Charisma Workshop. I need a good hook. Okay. Want to convince anybody to do anything? I'm your man. My name is Ibrahim Dar, and I want to tell you right now that the Charisma Workshop is so exclusive and so top secret, I shouldn't even be doing this video. We have the fastest and easiest method called the Ibrahim Method. It stands for something I can't tell you now, but I give you the first couple of right now. You have to create interest. And when you create interest, what we're going to do, I'm making this up off the top of my head right now, okay? When you create interest, what you're going to do is we're going to show you the top 12 ways to create interest on the internet with video alone. And then we're going to show you how to create the top 12 ways to create interest on podcasts alone. So whether you are someone who likes to be behind the camera or in front of the camera, we have our proven Ibrahim Dar method just for you to create interest. And of course, creating interest is not just enough. We have to follow the letter B and to convince people you're better than everybody else. So that's just it. That's it. Now watch, better than everybody else. Now here's the deal. Not only is this fast and easier, not only is it fantastic, I've tried everything else. I've been to the Tony Robbins. I've been to Antonio T. Smith Jr. I've been to the Les Browns. I've been everywhere in the world, and they all worked. But it didn't work for me. Turn it around to your audience. You've been there, Margie? So people say, do this, and it works for everybody else, but it doesn't seem to work for you because there's something fundamentally different about you. So for $499, I've raised his price up. For $499, I promise you that we're going to convince you that you can make $40,000 a month from $499. Now let's rewind just for a moment. We have the fastest and easiest method. You're going to completely eliminate all alternatives and make people only charismatically and intelligently pick you for $499, so you can leverage all of our gifts that we're going to give you, an $87,000 value, so you can start making $40,000 a month. Now let's think about this for a quick moment. The first thing I want you to do is understand I can't teach everybody. I would love to go out here and teach 7.8 billion people in the world, but it ain't 7.8 billion me. So this is just exclusive to 25 people. The first 25 people to sign up will get this $499 deal. Watch what I do before it goes back to its $4,999 price. See what I did? Now, this is very important because if you're looking at this video, there's a timer at the bottom. If this is assuming you're in the funnel, there's a timer. As soon as that timer goes off, it automatically reverts back to $4,999. I've been talking for about 3 minutes. You probably have 7 minutes left to decide. What we want you to do is we want you to know that this is exclusive, and when you pay, you automatically jump ahead of the waiting list. And as soon as all 25 are filled up, there's no more room, there's no more anything, and we start our classes then. Let me pause real quick. What I just did, because Ibrahim said his product wasn't lunch, I got his 25 times $4.99 up front, told them we not starting until all 25 are done. And now he knows he got enough money to go ahead and launch his product. Let me keep moving on. Now, this is important because there's just 25 people and slots available. The last time I did this, we sold out in 3 days or less. Now we're more popular. And so now we want to do more. If you do not get the desired results you want, not only will I give you one-on-one coaching and we will stick with you.
Hey, Antonio, you got to stop. You got to stop or I'm going to buy
it. You get the point? I'm telling y'all, you see me do it every day. You just don't know I'm doing it. You see everybody do it every day. Your formula, Dolores, your formula is here. But unfortunately, you got to know where you're going. And that's what people don't know. You got to know where you're going. Remember that whole Monday, where we going? Do this, do that? You got to know where you're going. And once you know where you're going, then you got to know how to sell it. Is that cool? One very last thing. Nice. Okay. One last thing. I have a deal for somebody. I'm going to have Grace call you for it. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to say it here. And then I want to show you one more thing about stretching yourself to the point where you can really win anything. You don't have to cut your cameras on. I prefer you not to see this. But if you're brave enough to see it, I do want to tell you that the world is yours. Okay? The world is truly yours, Arshia. It's truly, 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 Sugar, whole world is yours. Sandra, the world is yours. It is, it is, it is, it is, it is. I promise you, Prophet Jerry. Let me tell you about a deal. I want to be a blessing to someone. Actually, I want someone to work with us. Never mind. I won't tell you about the deal. Don't worry about it. I'm trying not to. They cost $605. $605. And whatever problem you have for 72 hours, we want to work it out with you. Nah. For 2 weeks. We'll sit with you for 2 weeks and we'll work it out with you. Cool. 2 weeks, whatever problem that is. You say, I'm not getting paid enough. All right, then. You're going to get our full $500,000 thing that we do just for you for $600. Send the PayPal. I ain't saying it again. I ain't saying it again. I'm not saying it again at all. The only thing I want to do, I'm not even keeping the money. Can I tell you what I'm going to do? 100%. I'm going to send it to Ibrahim. It has nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me. Just want to be a blessing. Are you ready, Jerome? Because I'll be doing too much.
Of course I'm ready.
Okay. All right.
Yes, folks. This is for Dr. Sugar, and her connection got bumped off because she's on her way to work. But we're going to record it so that she can go back and listen to it later if she doesn't come on. For those of you who do not know, today is Dr. Sugar's birthday.
Oh, look at that.
And
didn't know.
And she's doing me a favor because one of my products that I'm going to put out there, which I expect some of you to be my future customers, is Poetry on Demand. At 2:00 last night, I get a direct message from Dr. Sugar asking me to write her a poem for today. And the only information I got was today was her birthday and she wanted a poem.
Wow.
You in the future, I will get more information, which will make it this better than what I'm giving you right now. I think it's pretty good. As a matter of fact, I know it's pretty good. And I'm just sharing that because some of you are my customers and don't know you my customers. So here we go. This is for Dr. Sugar's birthday.
No, that's right.
And the title of this poem is, It's the Past Which Made Her Dr. Sugar Trask. And it goes like this. Today is a special day for my awesome and wonderful friend. I honestly can't tell you where she's headed, but I know some of the places she's been. She'll be the first to tell you her story and all of those many times she fell. It seemed like every time she found a way to escape, she got kicked back into hell. And then the impossible happened. And then she met this man. And when she received him with her childlike faith, she began to understand. Then came miracle after miracle, which was laid pleasantly at her feet. She thought that she was unworthy to receive because she had come in from those streets. But then he cleaned her up and then anointed her with his word. Officially ordained to preach the gospel. Well, at least that's what I heard. I was totally blown away. And I caught a glimpse of her history in each and every story. I can't believe she's still alive to tell her truth, but she only gives God the glory. An example for all to follow. And you better believe I'm taking notes. When some found out she was a baby boomer, they took her for a joke. They wouldn't even give her a chance, and in turn would constantly get on her case. But I watched it from the sideline as they wiped egg right off their face. She's the light raised in the darkness and who has helped me through hard times. I want to pinch her to see if she's real or not. But all I get from her is God's sunshine. Well, today is February 9th, the day that God brought her into this world. Happy birthday, Dr. Sugar Trask, because you're such an amazing woman and a wonderful girl.
I'm gonna snap on that one.
Snap.
I'm snapping.
Snap.
Yes.
Well,
Awesome.
Happy
Mhm.
birthday.
I love it.
I ain't got no
Yes.
surprise.
I'm snapping.
I'm gonna save my surprise for tomorrow. What I was gonna tell y'all, I don't want to take from that, and I ain't coming behind the world's best poem. That don't make no sense.
Well, I'm gonna go behind it. I just dropped
her
her link to her spices in the chat. So it's her birthday, y'all. Let's order some spices.
Order some spices. There it is.
And everything nicest.
There it is. There it is. But thank y'all so much. I'll show you what I was going to show you tomorrow. For sure, I'll do that. And maybe if you ask me, if you got lined up, I'll send it to you. Maybe. But if you want to be blessed, In other ways, $600 will take care of you. I'll have Grace. Just reach out to Grace. We'll work it out. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can't plan better. You can dominate. We'll see you at 12:30 as we go through this even deeper, this time having a pure plan method of action. And then after that, you already know how to sell it. All right, everybody. Love you. Have a most fantastic time. Good to see you, Zoe. Good to see you.